Welcome to the Revenge of Podcast, your weekly podcast for all things Revenge of and more. I'm Jeff Iser, and joining me as always is Coral Breeden,
Yellow,
and Joe Myers.
What's up?
We had such an epic weekend. There's so many things that went on, and so many things went right. So many things went right. Just as planned. Friday, we had our draft night. So fun. Saturday, we had Fallout Commander night.
Gasp.
Yeah, it was crazy. We actually had people who knew about Magic there, so you didn't have to try to pretend.
Thank God.
We gave out some fun promo cards, and a bunch of people showed up. It was a big old party.
Dude.
But then Sunday, my God, Sunday, the Oscar party. I don't know. I was going to make a sound effect. Bingo, bango.
Bango, bango.
You popped your Oscar cherry. How does it feel?
It was pretty good. I will say, we know how to throw a party.
We sure do.
Yeah.
God damn. It was like, I was worried that it was going to be a little slow at first, but then all of a sudden all these Magic people showed up and they were like, what's going on here? And we had some pretty high profile Magic players that were there all night long. And then we had the people that were there for the Oscars. That was fun. And then the Pinball League people showed up. And then all of a sudden it was like a goddamn party.
Yeah.
Busy day.
It was fun. We had sandwiches and we had snacks. We had treats. As always, some fans of the podcast / us brought baked goods.
Dude, those fucking brownies. We have to, I need an hour to talk about those brownies.
Yeah, no shit. Those were crazy.
Jesus.
I was all excited to have one when Joe got home, but he didn't bring any.
No, he was over there slicing them up for people, and I was like, oh, stop, please.
Don't give those away. I know. I felt like a bloated mess when I got home, though. I ate so many cookies and cupcakes and brownies and popcorn.
Nice.
It was pretty good, though. Yeah. So just a note to everyone listening: if you bring baked goods, you are VIP.
100.
Yes.
So more of that.
Yeah, no outside food unless you're sharing it with us.
Yeah, no outside food is allowed unless we get to take a bite of each item, or multiple bites, depending on what it is.
That seems really fair.
I think that's totally fair.
Yeah.
Yes, the Oscar party was super fun, and the Oscars themselves were kind of boring in my opinion, but I don't know, maybe it was because it was like a lot going on and I wasn't super paying attention, but
I think it's that, and it was a fairly predictable year.
Yeah, like everything. I mean, except unless you're Coral, then you wouldn't have predicted any of the winners.
I did my best.
We had the Oscar pool. We had about 24 entries. So there's 23 categories total on the ballot. The person who won got 19 correct.
That's crazy.
Which is kind of crazy. Coral got 5.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
I do not remember which ones.
That wasn't the lowest score.
Yeah, the lowest score was 4. So, congratulations.
Yeah,
Joe got 16, I think. I think I got like 12, maybe.
I didn't grade yours, so I'm not sure.
I graded mine, but I didn't really pay attention. Yeah, so that was cool. The winner got, $120 from the pool, and they also got a life-size Oscar.
A trophy to sit on, yeah.
Yeah. It's super cool. So hopefully we can turn it into a tradition and do something every year. We didn't really do anything last year because we didn't have the base station open yet, so we didn't have anywhere to sit. But yeah, I think next year maybe we'll incorporate like a little Fight Club aspect for Coral.
I think next year we need to have a red carpet.
Yeah, fuck
that
it.
was.
See, that's all I needed.
Yeah,
red carpet, step and repeat. I was actually surprised. Like, if there's one thing I know about our I don't want to say clientele or
community.
Fans or
our
peeps. Community,
yeah.
Is they love to dress up. People always go, and we've done a lot of like fairly casual dress up moments. Like Limp Bizkit is easy, The Oscars is easy. You just got to dress up, and a lot of people dressed up last night.
They brought it.
And Coral especially.
Yeah,
with her suit. Looking like Men in Black.
Hell yeah.
You look like Tessa Thompson in that Men in Black 4 or whatever.
Oh, thanks.
Was it Men in Black 3?
3.
Yeah, that one was terrible.
No, yeah. Who do you think was best dressed last night?
Me.
You. Amazon Prime special, baby.
God, I don't know. I mean, Tyler Harris really looked good. He had the like oversized coat with the shoulder pads.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of cool.
The slick back hair. I
Yeah,
was like,
he
you
was-
look like you're gonna make a dirty deal.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Mayumi, I know you had trouble keeping your eyes off of how good she looked.
Yeah, she looked. She looked great. They were awesome.
Yeah. Oh, Molly was there. She was looking. She was a little mousy, but like she looked pretty good.
Fuck. God, the rage she felt though when she saw those pictures you took.
I didn't think that picture was that bad. I don't know what. I mean, I thought you looked kind of funny, but like I thought she looked good.
Yeah, I was like, you look great, and she was. It's her, you know.
Yeah, it's funny. I managed. I don't know if you caught it, but I got John Cena naked in the thing.
Yeah,
I know
did see
Hannah
that.
Rose May commented on that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think about who else was. I mean, everyone was dressed. Oh, Hunter looked pretty good.
The mustache.
She had that mustache on and like a monocle or something.
Taylor?
Huh? Taylor Wong. Taylor's always like dressed up. I mean, I think he's come to League dressed like that before because he was when
didn't he come from the Oscars last year or something?
Oh, maybe that was it. But I was thinking he came from the Magic Castle a couple of times.
Oh, maybe that was it. Maybe
and he was usually dressed like that. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I'm glad I have a $60 tuxedo now that I can wear wherever I need to.
Just for fun.
I mean, honestly, like that thing was. I mean, you could wear that to like a function.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't
No.
think?
I mean, you did wear it to a function.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I don't know if I would.
You don't think I could wear that to like a wedding?
I think when you give it one more wash, and
Yeah.
that thing's coming apart
Well,
like
I didn't
edible
give
underwear.
it any washes. I washed the shirt just because I didn't want that touching my skin. But we didn't dry. I left it hanging up to dry because I was too worried. It said don't dry, so you know what that means. It'll melt.
I mean, I do give it to you for $60. That it wasn't that bad.
It was a
I was
crap
a little
shoot.
mad.
It was a crapshoot for sure. I mean, I've certainly never bought a suit on Amazon before. But
Were you more? Were you happy at how good it looked, or were you disappointed at how good it looked?
I was.
Were you hoping for something a little more Amazon like Temu?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm glad it fit. I didn't think the pants were gonna fit, but they had elastic sides that were, so it was like split, and there was like an elastic piece. Because originally I pulled them up and I was like, and then it goes perfect fit.
Perfect.
It was like sweatpants.
Jesus, this is a whole lot better than my experience getting my suit.
Oh yeah, tell us about that.
I showed you the picture. I will show you the picture later. And so I get there, and I hate when people have to measure me. And well, I've not had that done really ever.
Yeah.
And so this is my first suit that I'm getting. And he's like measuring all around, touching my skin. I was like, well, please back up. But no, so then he was like, go try it on, go try it on. There's no dressing room in this place. And I was like, where? And he just points to the back, and I go, and I'm like, oh, there's going to be a light. It's a dark fucking room. It's like an old computer that you see from like an old, like, I don't know, like when the computers come out, the 80s? 80s movie computer, Back to the Future bullshit. I don't know. And so I'm in just an open room. There's no curtain. There's no lighting. And I was like, okay, here I go, pants down. And as I'm bending down and taking off my pants, I look over. There's the biggest fucking cockroach ever just watching me. And I'm just like, thank you.
Aren't you terrified of, you don't like spiders?
Oh, no, yeah. Spiders.
What about cockroaches?
They're fine. I'll squish them.
Oh.
But spiders, I have to call someone for that.
Don't squish a cockroach, actually. Because
I didn't scooch that one.
I'm just saying in your house, because cockroach like juice is like a pheromone that like attracts other cockroaches.
Yeah, cock juice.
I've heard
yeah.
cock juice. Yeah,
Okay.
they call it cock juice.
But yeah, well, that was that.
Yeah.
I will be going back though because he was such a lovely guy.
Yeah, that's true. Did you get it? Like, did they ham it up for you and everything?
No, so I took that to a cleaner down the street.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I didn't know what I was doing, but as I was like getting, I had to put the suit back on at the cleaners, and I'm standing there, and they have like two little dogs running around, which I love dogs, not a problem. But these dogs kept jumping up and chomping at my fingers while they're trying to like put the pins in my pants, and I was like, please stop. And he's just, I'm like, no. But yeah, it was, what I do for you guys. God damn.
It was an adventure.
But now you have a suit. You can go to all kinds of events.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grocery shopping, go to the gym.
Yeah, whatever
know.
you need.
Yeah.
You know?
all the housewarmings from all the ladies moving in together.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah. And then, Joe, you had an outfit.
Yeah. I had a t-shirt. I had a tuxedo t-shirt.
It wasn't just a normal
Yeah,
t-shirt. Yeah,
it was
I like it.
there was
Yeah.
a tuxedo print on it.
Yeah, that's
It was
true.
a very fine Glidden shirt.
It was a Glidden.
Oh.
Also an Amazon purchase.
Yeah.
I actually think that shirt, because so I got my tuxedo and Joe's like, what did you get me? And I was like, oh. And so I ordered a tuxedo shirt real quick, but I think that shirt was half the cost of my tuxedo.
I believe it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Gildan.
What are you going to do? Anyway, so that was last weekend. This coming week, we got a lot going on. So Thursday, we've got pin golf happening. It's Krissy's birthday. We'll talk. Well, let me get through the whole week and then we'll go back to the pin golf. But anyway, Thursday's pin golf. Friday, we've got Magic Draft, as always.
Yep.
Saturday, also Magic Commander night. But it's our big music night. Miley Cyrus versus Carly Rae Jepsen, hosted by Lard Humongous.
Yeah.
Which I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
Someone actually commented on the post, because I only posted it like a couple days ago. Well, I mean, I posted it in the calendar at the top of the month, but like I posted the flyer a couple days ago, and someone was like, I can't believe that that Revenge of had Kid Cudi and now Carly Rae, my two favorite artists. My two favorite artists are doing events with you guys or something.
It's just me in a wig.
Yeah, and I was just like, like I don't know. It's a listening party.
Full disclaimer.
I know. I've been saying that on all of them. Like, obviously, it was like, okay, obviously we're not gonna have Garth Brooks. Obviously, Limp Bizkit isn't showing. Well, Limp Bizkit wasn't that obvious because a lot of people were calling about that one.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Shania Twain's not coming, but Dashboard very well could have been there.
I thought they were. I was like, fingers crossed, but I wouldn't recognize them.
I mean,
if
he
they
was
did.
posting all the shit I was posting.
Yeah.
He was in it. Like, we were texting. We're friends now.
Aw.
Yeah.
But Carly Rae and Miley, not so much. But it's gonna be. I'm really pumped that Lard's gonna be there. He's gonna be selling merch.
Is he going to be wearing pants?
He's gonna be. I don't know.
You don't know?
He's not gonna be wearing a top. I know that much.
I want the fishnet. Give me the fishnet.
Yeah, we'll
with
see.
the panties.
He's gonna be. I told him to be PG-13, not R.
Oh my god.
So we'll see. Although, is his look R? It's just it's just a stuffed cod piece with spikes on it.
God.
Way to put him on blast.
What? Oh, I mean, I saw it up close and personal at the
Oh, did you?
the
Yeah.
creepy gals.
Mhm.
I saw it up close, and it was. I'm pretty sure it was stuffed. I don't know, unless he's got something weird going on down there.
God.
It's just
Rude.
I'm not. I mean, he's the one walking around in a goddamn cod piece.
Are you? Is it a cod piece?
Cod.
Cod.
Yeah, like
Shakespeare.
yeah. Is that what they call it? That?
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, why do they call it a cod piece?
I don't know. Look it up.
I just assumed it was because of the fish.
Oh god.
Because it smells like fish. So you got to have a cod piece,
Uh-huh.
Oh, I forgot to mention, we talked all about the Oscars just now, but we didn't, we did our picks on last week's podcast,
Mhm.
but we don't have the sheet with us, so I'm just going to assume we got them all right.
We got them all right. Yay.
Yeah, cool. Yay. Anyway, Saturday's thing is going to be fun, and then Sunday we got League again,
Would you like the etymology of codpiece?
Hit me
Yeah.
with it.
Originally in Old English, cod meant bag or pod,
Oh.
and then it was updated to scrotum, a
Oh.
la sack,
Oh.
and piece is obvious.
So it's a sack for your piece.
It encompasses your sack as well.
Wow. Okay.
I
Did
love
you know
learning.
that?
No.
Oh. All right. Well, now you know. That's a cod piece.
Yeah.
I would use the chime, but that's the Coral's Corner chime.
Yeah,
so
you can't do that.
can't do that.
Oh.
Anyway, okay, so Thursday, which is today, you're listening to this hopefully Thursday morning or
Mhm.
Thursday on your lunch, and then getting ready to come to Revenge of Thursday evening. But we are doing our monthly pin golf, and I had Krissy come into the studio, and we did a little one-on-one interview with her to kind of talk about what that is. So let's go to that. All right, well, here we are. We're doing a little live interview. Thought it'd be a fun thing to do to bring somebody new into the studio for a little chat. So with me today is Krissy.
Hello.
Krissy is our pin golf and kind of like all around superhero for us at the store. She helps us through most things that we don't know how to do. But I thought it'd be fun to have you come in and just kind of like talk about pin golf and what it is, because I think a lot of people don't understand, and it's hard to get it fully across like in a post. So maybe just give me the pitch.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so pin golf is not golf. We don't have golf clubs. We don't have golf balls. It's not, we're inside. It's not golf.
Yeah.
What it is normally in pinball competitions, you are trying to get the highest score possible.
Uh-huh.
In pin golf, what you're doing is you're just going for one single objective.
Okay.
So the objective might be score 20 million
Yeah.
on Jurassic Park. Or it might be start Raptor multi-ball on Jurassic Park. And so whatever it is, you're aiming for one thing. There's a little breakdown telling you how to get that one thing. So then when you start, you're doing the one thing. If you do it in one ball, your score is 1. If you do it in 2, your score is 2. If you do it in 3, your score is 3. That's where the golf comes in.
That makes sense. I always thought that I would be like, I'm really bad at knowing what objective to hit or how to hit an objective on a machine, because I'm the kind of pinball player that maybe the most casual type of pinball player, where I just kind of like hit the ball
Mm-hmm.
and make sure it doesn't go down the thing. Would I still have fun doing pin
Yeah.
golf?
So this is actually why I started it. So I do 2 courses. One is for beginners and one is for people who are really experienced.
Yeah.
And you learn how to do something on every machine. And so if you're signed up for the beginning course, and you would be if you told me, I'm trying to keep the ball from going down the thing.
Yeah.
You sound like a beginner, and that's
What?
great. And that's really great. Because if you play 7 machines on a pin golf course and each of them say, get this multi-ball and start a 2x play field and so on, then every time you go up to that machine, you'll know how to do that. Pinball was fine for me when I was a casual player, when I would just be hitting the ball, trying to make it not fall down the thing.
Yeah.
It was fine. It got really fun for me when I had something to aim for.
Yeah.
So if I went up to a machine and I'm just trying to keep the ball alive, that's one thing. And I'm like, cool, I got a good score. I don't know how I did it. But as soon as I learned, like, oh, if I hit this thing 6 times, I'll be in a multi-ball. Then every time I go up to that machine, I'm like, okay, first I'm going to hit this thing 6 times so I can get my multi-ball.
Yeah.
And it's just more fun. It's more fun for me. It's more fun for a lot of people, I
Yeah.
know. And if you want to just keep the thing alive and have the ball not fall down the thing, still come to pin golf. It's so casual
Yeah.
and fun. And
Well, because it's not like, I mean, it's a competition of sorts, but you're not like directly competing with people, right? Like you can play the course on your own. Is that how it works? Or how does that work?
so a great pinball player once told me that you are never playing against anyone else. You are only playing against yourself. Quote from Salo on that one.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a Salo quote for sure.
But it's casual competition. You are playing against everyone on the course. I do a $5 buy-in, and so the people who win split, you get a little bit of money.
Okay.
But no, you really are just learning, and you're playing against yourself. And then if you do really well compared to the other people who are playing against themselves, you get a little bit of money. Not a lot of money, but like, I don't know, buy some comics.
Yeah, or like a cheeseburger or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. A $50 cheeseburger.
Yeah. So people are hopefully listening to this Thursday morning on the 14th, which happens to also be your birthday.
Yes. Major holiday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And we're doing pin golf a little bit differently that day. It's like you can come anytime between 6 and 9, right?
Anytime between 6 and 9. You'll tell me what level you are, which is like, have you played pinball? Are you new to it? Or do you play pinball all the time? And you'll do one of 2 courses. And it takes about 35 to 45 minutes, maybe a little longer, just depending on how many people are there. You can bang it out pretty quick. You can take your time. So yeah, anytime between 6 and 9, just show up, pay $5, and you'll get to do this fun thing.
But more importantly, on this particular pin golf evening, it's a pie potluck.
Yes, most importantly, pinball aside, pinball be damned, it
Yeah.
is a pie potluck. And so you can bring a pie or just come and eat some pie that hopefully other people brought.
Yeah.
I think, as long as a few people bring pie for the people.
We don't need that many. I mean, as long as like
No.
3 people bring pies, we're going to be flush with pies.
Yeah, we will be flush with pies.
Yeah. I don't think there's a week that's gone by since I've known you that pie has not been mentioned.
That that is definitely true.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming by and giving us this little chat. And I think I might actually one of these days try pin golf.
It sounds like you're gonna try it on tonight, Thursday.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I'll try it tonight.
Eat some pie.
Yeah. Well,
Clean up after yourself.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like wash your hands down before touching a machine.
Other pies.
Yeah. Other pies and people. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. All right. I'll be there. Why not?
Great.
All right. See you
Play
then.
pinball. Wash your hands.
Man, I was having a really good time. Hey,
Hello.
fuck you.
Whoa.
Wow. I looked over during that and Coral was just sleeping over there.
Hey, pie puts me to sleep.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
You haven't seen a pot. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we're doing that. Whatever. Come by.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
Have a great time.
Yeah.
That's our first guest.
Yeah, we're gonna do that some more. I
That
don't
was
know.
fun.
We'll figure it out. All right, let's move on to this next segment. I don't have a name for it quite yet, but I think the segment song will speak for itself. So
Oh my fucking
wait,
God.
that was so short.
You said the short one.
Well, play the middle one. Oh yeah,
That's so fucking gay.
Wait, play the, now. I want to hear the long one.
No. Everybody has just unsubscribed to the podcast.
All right, well, it's time to talk about Coral's Fast and Furious journey, which now that we're into the really good portion of the movies, we're going to do, I think we're going to do one a week now so we can really stretch this bitch out. You know what I mean?
which
Are you going to be able to contain yourself?
yeah, I don't. Yeah,
So we're going to continue this journey with you because we finished watching Furious 7 last night as well. And not to step on your toes at all, but this movie fucks. Okay.
was that? Yeah, you're
Furious
right.
7.
Furious 7. I wrote
For sure. Yeah. Anyway, take it away. What do you think?
Okay, so this one was fucking nuts. And
Yeah.
that's the reason I was like, I can't watch both of them back to back because so much is meshing together
Yeah.
that I don't even know what's real anymore, you know?
Yeah. There's a lot like we were talking about last night. It's just, there's a lot of meat and potatoes in this one.
Yeah.
A lot of shit goes down.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I mean, from the beginning.
Yeah.
With Shaw in the hospital.
Yeah.
What an intro.
Yeah.
Okay. Good for him.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, you're telling me this man took out, is it still are we in the UK?
Yes.
The entire UK force in a hospital. Everyone's dead and he's just throwing a grenade. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
God.
Throwing nades at hospital workers.
I
Yeah.
know. And why did he put the gun in his brother's arm?
What's he going to do with it?
I don't know. I can't. So I don't even know where we're gonna go with this because he seems like such a badass, and they're like, oh, this guy Dom from East LA can definitely take this man
Yeah.
with all of his training and Shaw's special forces, or not special forces,
MI6.
MI6?
Yeah, like a disowned.
Yeah, or
Intelligence.
there's the throwaway line in it that kind of explains him, and
Mhm.
obviously you learn much more about him in Hobbs and
No,
Shaw
yeah.
and later, but yeah, he's like MI6 and whatever.
So they have that intro with him, and then they go straight into where Dom's taking Lenti to the Letty.
Lenti.
I keep going Letitia.
She's really Catholic.
But they're taking her to Race Wars, which we invented. And I was like, okay.
We invented Race Wars.
So that was great. But then, is that fucking Izzy Azalea?
It
in
sure was.
She said, what are you doing, Ghost Girl? I said, no, this has to
No.
be her lowest point.
Yeah, that didn't age well because she's not.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
We don't talk about Iggy Azalea anymore.
It's, yeah. Anyways, I do have a question. So with these Flag Girls, how many auditions do you think they went through to find you're the one?
Well, from now on, they're all famous people. Because I think last 6 was Rita Ora, right?
Yeah.
Who? Okay.
Rita Ora, the pop star?
She's
yeah.
married to
I don't know.
the guy who did Thor Ragnarok, Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi?
Really? Rita Ora's married to...
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's a whole thing. Did you not follow all of the like COVID
Are you sure?
You know I didn't.
Oh, there was some juicy drama about them and
Yeah, and what's her face?
yeah.
The lesbian one that we
Oh,
were
Tessa-
talking about.
I love that he
Tessa.
points at me. Oh, the lesbian one. There she is.
Tessa Thompson.
That's the
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
you know
anyways,
her.
I'm just like, I just always wanted to know, like, is there an ad that you see and there's like, wanted, flag girl, needs to say ready, set, go? Like, what?
Probably. No panties required.
I know. I just want to know, like, did those auditions ever get gross?
I mean, this.
Oh.
Oh God, this
In
movie
Hollywood?
they really upped the like TNA factor.
There's
in
so
those
many
scenes.
cheeks.
So many.
So many.
cheeks.
It was just, I don't know. I was just curious about that.
Okay.
So I don't even. Where do you want to go with this? Because I was so fucking high watching this that I wrote probably
You have so many notes.
the longest page. Like not even like a high school paper compares to this.
I mean, just I don't know. Just keep going.
Okay, so then it goes to The Rock doing paperwork, which he is sweaty. Why are
Oh.
you sweaty doing fucking paperwork?
Okay, we
right
can
now?
take this scene for scene then. So, The Rock and Jason Statham battle,
Mhm.
which is awesome.
Okay, well, wait.
Well, hey,
You're
you-
talking about the biggest conflict during that room was the Brazilian cop's fucking haircut. Why did they
I
do
know.
that?
They did her dirty again.
I saw it. No.
And she was wearing the same jacket.
Right. What?
You didn't get a new jacket?
No, but she got a new fucking haircut. Bullshit.
Oh, I know.
Anyways, gross.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, they start fighting, which is really fucking cool.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, nice. But then the Rock, his catchphrases are
Oh, they're-
getting so wild
I
in
know.
this one.
They're wild.
I know.
God, and I even know he said, I'm gonna give him a whooping so bad he'll wish his mama kept her legs closed. What? I had to pause it and I rewinded it and I was like, okay. I was like, great. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. Woman, I am the cavalry.
Yeah, I wrote that one down too. There's so many
All
quotes.
I did was we were like halfway through the movie and then I
Yeah.
was like, shit, I should start writing down quotes. So I only had them like Dubai on, but
Mhm.
yeah, this is the highest grossing one of all the movies
I can see
for
that, yeah.
many reasons. I think they put a lot of money into it, but then also like Paul Walker died mid movie and they had to like it took them an extra year, I think, to
Yeah, I
finish
think
it.
so.
And I don't know, we were talking about it last night. Like they really handled the death of Paul Walker in like really well in the movie, I think. Like where they don't kill his character off,
Mhm.
but they like kind of give him a send off at the end that was like really emotional.
Yeah, that was a lot. I was like, ooh, chills. Just kidding, because I'm tired of hearing this fucking Wiz Khalifa song.
Well, get ready.
So I was going to talk about Jezebel.
Yeah, Jizz.
Okay, so they talk about Han and they're at the funeral, blah,
Mhm.
blah, blah.
We catch up. This is where we catch up to.
Oh, because he goes to
Tokyo
Tokyo.
Drift.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is world hopping.
Yeah, it
Dom-
was crazy. I was like, I know
Dom's
what
wallet
this means.
is-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loaded.
Well, of course it is. He got the safe.
He's got the safe.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
They're fine. They're fine. But so they're talking about putting their friends in graves, blah, blah, blah. They don't even mention her.
I know.
They were like-
They only kind of knew her.
Not
Yeah,
only
it's
that,
like-
but it's like, did they like?
Did they know her, or did Han just know her?
Yeah, exactly.
They
I
didn't
don't know.
care.
Dom knew her.
Family.
Family. Yeah, they're like talking about
Familia.
family. And they're like, Jizz died? Oh, yeah.
shit.
We didn't go to that funeral. Oops. And I'm
She's laying on that runway still.
You never got her.
Yeah, I
God.
forgot already. I mean, God, we shouldn't have watched it in two sittings. We watched it half of it one night and half of it a couple nights later. But like, I forgot that like he goes to Tokyo, in this one, and like we meet up with Sean Boswell or Lucas Black, or I forgot what his real name is. His
Yeah.
fake name. And he's like 20 years older, but he's
Yeah.
playing the same age. That was pretty funny.
It's from this point on. It's pretty much single timeline.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You don't have to like keep
Well,
track of the jumping.
Until 10.
Spoilers? Are
Yeah,
you
we
doing
won't-
that? Don't do that.
No spoilers.
But is it not crazy to think that all you and your friends now are secret agents?
Right?
Yeah. Well, I was also
Unclassified,
thinking
I
like,
guess.
so there's that moment later where Ludacris like busts out his close combat hand to hand moment, and we're all like, why does he know? But then I'm like, okay, if you're like, you know, in your life you've established like that you're gonna get into some situations, like,
Mhm.
and they're all millionaires now, so it stands to reason that they must have gotten some training in their downtime.
I mean, it also kind of makes sense that you never see Roman throw a punch.
Yeah, because he's too busy
'Cause he's
like
Roman.
popping bottles and
Yeah.
partying.
Oh yeah, I was trying to think about him flying out of the plane, which what the fuck is that?
Oh,
You said you
Did
told
Jeff
me
send you the video?
no.
Of what?
Okay, so when you go home tonight, you're gonna want to see this because we were talking about the cars coming out of the plane, which for whatever reason I thought that was at the beginning of the movie, but
Well,
it's like
that was the
mid-movie.
trailer. That was the
Yeah.
original trailer for the
Mhm.
movie. Was this is what we're giving you?
Yeah, which is crazy. So anyway, the cars flying out of the thing. So if on the features of the Blu-ray, you can look at some behind the scenes featurettes, and they do a featurette about flying cars, they
Yeah.
said, and they actually dropped those cars out of that plane. And they had skydivers with fucking cameras on their heads.
Uh-huh.
And so all those shots are real of the cars falling. There's no people in them. So they've dropped them all out
Yeah.
and then shot all that, and then they did a second pickup shot of cars on a zip line, and so they started 200 feet up with the cars on a zip line, and then it would disconnect and
Mhm.
drop the car to the ground and
12
take off.
feet.
That I saw that. I said no, they're not. I said, could you imagine that though? Like I said, I am a person from East LA. I was just stealing DVDs 5 years ago, and now you want me to get into this military grade plane, put it in reverse, and parachute.
Fall
I control
out.
my own parachute out of this fucking car.
No, it's controlled by GPS.
Oh god! And then it's just also so dangerous to do that to the what's his name, Ronan. You just said it,
Roman.
Roman. God, they blew his parachute in the plane. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, right. I was
Whoa.
like, it's gonna. How's it gonna like direct him anywhere?
Well, I think the implication was that it was an extra parachute that was put as a Roman contingency specifically,
Oh,
and
to
then
just blow
he's
him
got
out the
another
plane.
one because
That
Hilarious.
I guess, yeah, hilarious. Yeah. I'm trying to
but
see what.
it's wild. You have to check out that special feature.
Yeah.
because
Oh, yeah.
watching that is
It makes it be like you're like, oh, because I was saying they didn't exactly do that moment justice, because when you're watching it, it doesn't look super realistic because they're cars falling out of a plane. But
Uh-huh.
then you see them like how they filmed it, and you're like, holy shit, like that's crazy.
there's like camera crew just sitting on this plane with like a monitor in front of them as they're pushing the cars out.
yeah, and the skydivers jump after the cars. And
They
it's
talk
like-
about how the skydivers have to grab the car
so they
Uh-huh.
can get the
so they
same
can be close
momentum.
enough to get the same momentum, and then they like rotate around it to get the footage.
I mean, what a cool job, though.
Yeah,
So,
no
what did you
shit.
do
Definitely-
today? Like,
Definitely not worthy of an Academy Award.
Yeah, right.
no Oscar for that? That's so funny.
Yeah. So, what did we think about Kurt Russell's edition?
Who the fuck's Kurt Russell?
Mr. Nobody.
Mr. Nobody, the older guy.
Wait, which one is that?
The
Oh, yeah,
Belgian
no,
ale.
yeah, I like, Belgian ale, yeah.
Yeah.
I liked him a lot. I thought he was super helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, he's cool.
All right,
Okay.
cool. He's in the rest of the movies too.
Oh, yeah, he seems like he would. I'm glad he survived
Yeah.
because he got shot. I did think Brian was gonna die though,
Yeah.
They do a really good job of managing that.
but
Yeah.
here's how you saved his life by drifting into catching him. I was like,
Oh,
what the hell? There's no way.
Yeah.
God.
So that's another thing about this movie is there's fucking sequences in it that are like Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, where it just
Yeah.
is like it starts like, you know how in Return of the King it was just like 45-minute battle scenes, and you're
Mhm.
like, whoa. That's what this movie felt like to me, because it's that there's that whole sequence that starts by the cars flying out of the plane
Mhm.
and then ends with like Brian jumping off the bus, and there's the bus with all the Gatling guns.
That's the middle still.
I know, it's
Because
insane.
it ends with Dom
At the
jumping off
parking
a
garage.
cliff.
Wait, now I'm forgetting.
The sequence go like Letty saves Brian,
Oh yeah.
and then they meet up again with
That-
everyone, and then Dom tells them to go the other way because they're being chased by Dushman Hanzu, who has no name for extensive purposes. and then he corners him at the cliffside. He tells Ramsey, "Put on. You're gonna want that helmet."
Oh yeah, that's
Okay,
a part of
so-
the same sequence, and then he just dives off the
Yeah.
Which I
the
was like,
cliff.
what the fuck is he about to do? Like, is he about to hit a button and a parachute comes back out and goes,
Yeah,
no, I'm just going to reverse down a hill.
But
I can do that.
it just
I was
the
like-
whole way down.
Yeah, I bet those people at the top of the mountain were just like, okay, shoot him now.
Yeah, like one wrong stick comes in, and
Yeah.
you're fucking impaled.
And we literally just saw that happen to a car. Not like, well, I mean, like 15 minutes ago because the sequence is so long. But
Yeah,
it's wild.
so
I don't know.
awesome. What do you think about Ramsey?
Ramsey?
She's the hacker girl.
Yeah, I was just, that's predictable. I was like, well, I honestly thought she was going to turn out to be bad.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah. They didn't. Oh, because Gina Carano in the last one. Was,
Yeah.
I'm a bad. Yeah,
Yeah, but
One day.
they wouldn't do that twice in a row. Just throw a fucking car out of the plane. But and then I wrote, everyone's looking for a thrill, but what's real is family. I think he says that when he gets out of the car after it just fell down the cliff. I was like, okay.
All right.
All
Yeah,
right.
I think Vin Diesel has so much control over the movie that
Mhm.
he's like, I think he's the one behind making sure every single line he has is like a fucking catchphrase,
Mhm.
and it's like everything he says is bad, and it drips with like it's just I don't know, it just works though. So
You know, I think that all really became heightened after The Rock joined.
yeah,
The line dropping really started with The Rock, I think, in 5.
yeah,
And then it's kind of like this madcap
Yeah.
one-upping
yeah.
that keeps happening.
I was like, that's
Yeah.
probably why they got into that argument. They were like, I get that line. No,
Yeah.
I get that line. Something
Family.
stupid. But that was the moment whenever Molly was like, Vin Diesel is such a man. He is everything a man should be. You know what? That's my hall pass. And I said,
Ew.
oh, all right. I was like, that's your pick. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, that's the line that got you? Cool. God. What do we have next? We got that, and then they go to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dubai,
And then you
yeah.
see Ronda fucking Rousey.
Yeah.
Who, and it's like, you're the prince, multi-billion, trillion, whatever dollar prince, and your security is all these women with Ronda
Yeah.
Rousey.
They're like the Dora Milaje from Black Panther.
God, I do know. Hey, those girls were cool.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't fight those girls, but Ronda Rousey, God, I was like, and then she opened her mouth.
I know.
Thank God you came.
God,
These
she's-
parties bore me to death.
I said that. She's like, you ain't that charming bitch. I was like, yeah.
Oh yeah, I wrote that. You ain't that charming bitch.
This is where you started taking notes.
Yeah, it's like shit. I gotta write this down. I started writing down quotes when they're in the building,
Uh-huh.
and Vin Diesel and Paul Walker go into the room with the car, and he goes, "Nothing sadder than locking a beast in a cage."
And then, and I wrote, it's time to unleash the beast.
Time to unleash the beast.
God, do you, but
Like,
those
really?
cars, yeah, like,
Really, Vin? Do you hear yourself?
God, The Rock was really mad he didn't get to say that.
Yeah,
But the going through the fucking buildings,
yeah,
what the fuck?
yeah.
Not just one, not two, we went through 3.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
how cool was that?
Oh, it was so cool. So cool. I
Um,
do love whenever they got done and he looks at Brian, he was like, you still missing them bullets? What? His face. That's where I guess I thought
Yeah.
that it was just meshy. I was like, oh, why does he look like that?
Yeah, there's a so it's interesting because when we saw it in the theater and we were like looking for stuff like that. So when
Mhm.
you are, it's kind of obvious because
Yeah.
there's moments where it's like just the back of his head, or like he doesn't say anything, he's just looking, or
Mhm.
like that whole sequence at the end where he's running through the building in LA, after the guy to like restart the satellite or whatever.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
You don't see his face at all. It's like dark the whole time. and
Really?
he's constantly running and you never see his face. And he even gets in a car at the end and you don't see his face. So like those moments, but like a couple years from now, I mean, it's already almost been 10 years since this movie come out.
Mhm.
But a couple years from now, no one's going to know the difference between any of it.
There's going to be and there's going to be a whole generation of people who eventually don't know that Paul Walker passed away while filming this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw his face and I was like, maybe I haven't blinked in a while.
Yeah.
And I needed to like wet my eyes. I was like, okay, no.
I mean, the technology has come a long way since that vampire baby. I'll tell you why.
Leave that little baby alone.
Nessie?
God, oh, where are we at now? So
We're in
we
Dubai still.
no, we went through the buildings and then they
Yeah.
have to go back home, right? They have to bring the war to.
He's
Where-
got the chip, and
Yeah.
they bring it to Mr. Nobody.
Mhm.
And so
They
God's
go-
Eye is like, remember how I mentioned in the last movie, there's this like computer chip thing that's going to, so basically God's Eye plays a part in like the rest of the movies so far.
Well, I get
kind
why
of,
they
yeah.
want it. I was like, that's pretty handy, I guess,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were like, we have the chip. Let's take it to home. First of all, you guys are assholes to bring a war to
Well,
L.A.
yeah,
from-
right?
Well, first they got to go. Dom goes rogue with Mr. Nobody
right,
oh,
to find.
right, to find Jason Statham.
Yeah.
To find Shaw.
because he doesn't want to bring the family into
the
this.
thing about your, what does he say? The thing about the friend of my friend is the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah.
And then Jaimin Hansu comes in.
Is
Yeah.
is that the battle where Vin Diesel stomps on the
No,
concrete?
That's after.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Could you-
The street
This
always
is this
wins.
is where Mr. Nobody gets shot.
Yeah, because they were bombarded.
Yeah.
by the
They have weird guns that sound like lasers in
Yeah.
that scene for
Pew,
some
pew.
reason. Pew pew, and it's
I
like,
love it.
Yeah.
I just also the poor aim in that.
I
You
know.
just how many people were in there with Mr. Nobody?
it was like shooting fish in a barrel.
I know,
but-
just machine
it's
guns
just-
everywhere, and then we were like, why did you bring the one God's Eye there with you?
Except, yeah, what were you
You
gonna?
already knew he was there.
But it's like I'm gonna take this for what?
I better bring this tablet in with the one chip.
That's like bringing Mia on the plane
Yeah.
when you kidnapped her. I was like, now everyone's just fucking dumb in here. Just
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a secret agent. Okay,
Yeah, I know.
don't steal DVDs. I'm not trained.
Oh, let's bag ourselves a shadow. Isn't that the line
Yeah.
from Kurt Russell?
Oh my god.
Or is it let me show you how to bag a shadow? It's something like
God.
So after that is when they go back to LA.
Yeah, which I want to know how many times are they going to show the same fucking scene of Dom going into his shed and
Every
taking
movie.
off the fucking car jacket?
Every movie.
he's got to return to his roots.
I know, but I'm going to take it out for one last ride.
I love how
again.
I love
okay?
how that the garage shack was untouched, but the house was like complete rubble.
Yeah.
And like, and what? He just had a padlock on that little door with his like $1 million car.
Yeah,
in
I'm
there.
just okay. I thought that car was already kaput,
Yeah.
but I guess he redid
He's
it.
been rebuilding it.
Well,
Yeah.
from now on, every time he goes into that garage,
Mhm.
in the rest of the movies, you hear.
Oh my god,
It also somehow kind of gets bigger every time.
Yeah,
the
it's
car
amazing.
or the
No, the
fucking
garage.
music.
The
Oh.
garage. It does. You're right. Well, whatever. We don't.
So then the war happens.
Yeah.
And then the God's Eye is tracking the girl,
Yeah.
and their way of distracting is to have her switch cars while they're moving.
Oh, when they go next to each other and do the
Yeah.
thing, that
Yes.
was crazy.
I was like, oh, who is? She's a computer. She's IT.
I know.
But no, she knows how to do that.
She's the
Yeah.
Geek Squad.
Yeah.
And
She's-
Oh Lord, I also love how her friend. Remember, she gave the chip to the friend, and he was like, "Oh, I sold it. You're
Yeah.
welcome." He also owns a car garage
Yeah.
conveniently.
Yeah.
conveniently, yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Dudes love garages. Don't you know that?
yeah, I guess. Speaking of these fucking dudes, so whenever we're in a battle and I'm in my car and you're in your car, say,
Yeah.
when we're revving them up at each other from across the way, is that just us like going "fuck you, fuck you"?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Like-
so, right?
Basically.
right?
I love that scene towards the beginning of the movie where Jason Statham and Vin Diesel play chicken and then they just smash into each other.
I was like, none of the, who's gonna move? I was
And then they
like,
get up, they're like, oh, you know. it's
Statham pops
awesome.
out. He's like,
I'm fine.
Yeah.
no one has airbags.
I
Not a
know.
No.
single person
Well,
has
'cause
an
they're-
airbag.
Reinforced chassis. Oh, you thought this was going to be a street fight? So good.
That's so gay. I just saw that it was like 15 minutes of them just ying 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 ying, and I was like, just hit the fucking gas already or get out of the car. This is it's extra. But you know that happens, and then The Rock, I think he was like sad he was missing out, and then he, from the last one, from the beginning of this, because he saved the Brazilian bad haircut
Yeah.
cop by throwing themselves out the building. So
Mhm.
it's fractured leg, arm, whatever.
Mhm.
But he doesn't have the leg cast on anymore.
Mhm.
But he has the arm cast off. on. But how he gets it off is he fucking flexes it off.
It's hilarious.
Are you kidding me? And he goes, "Woman, I am the cavalry."
Yeah, he's like, Daddy's got to go to work, baby, to his daughter.
Yeah.
Give me 3. Boom, boom, boom.
Just-
And then he takes down, and then he steals an ambulance, and then
Yeah.
he drives the ambulance into the drone, the giant drone that's
Yeah.
chasing them. Then he rips the Gatling gun off of
Well,
it.
he double taps the drone for some reason.
Yeah, which is, he actually
okay.
shot it 3 times, but I don't know, but they said double tap.
Well, they could probably only see twice, I
That's
guess.
true.
What else happens?
Oh, so then he rips the Gatling gun off the
Yeah.
fucking thing, and he's like, "Woman, I am the cavalry."
And then he just walks through Los Angeles.
Just shooting it at the thing.
Which, of course, like, where is everybody in LA? Come on now.
Yeah, right.
It takes me 30 minutes to go to Ralph's, and that's right down the street from me. And I'm just like, how I always think about that, how these
Yeah.
cars were maneuvering around, and then you got this helicopter that's clearly blowing shit up.
Yeah,
Where are you at, LAPD?
yeah, right.
God.
Well, LAPD is not doing shit.
No, they're not.
No.
Ain't ever doing shit, but just
Mm-mm.
God,
They
flying
get
around.
they get blown up.
The LAPD.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they show up
they
at the
show
end.
up, yeah. But
Um,
they chase down Brian, don't they? They start
Yeah.
they start chasing
They
someone.
are
and
chasing
get blown
Brian.
It was
up.
probably a delay because the person that called 911 probably got put on hold.
Probably.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
happened to me before, so
That's
I'm just
true.
assuming.
Then we have that epic battle again
Mm-hmm.
versus Vin Diesel and Jason Statham. That's like, it's basically a sword fight. They bring out these giant wrenches.
Yeah, Vin has the wrenches, and then he has what I thought was windshield wipers,
Yeah.
but he just tore off
Just
metal on
steel,
the car.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What part? That would hurt your hands.
Yeah,
your
and then
hands
they
would be
just
cut up.
fucking battle like with swords. It's insane.
But you don't like sword fights. You don't.
I'll take that sword fight any
Oh
day.
my God.
You give me a Fast and Furious sword battle? Yes.
It was just so much
Yeah.
because they're doing that, and it's like this guy. Remind you, just took out an entire hospital of trained military, but this mechanic from East LA was really something for him.
I mean, that's why I gotta say, like, they're probably fully trained now, you know?
Well, that and
They have to
I
be.
mean, rage can blind someone.
That's true.
Oh, I see red. Like, okay, relax.
Oh, God. I kept turning to Joe and being like, I don't remember.
Oh God. And then she's like, I remember everything. I was like, what? And they're married?
I know. I don't think they showed us them getting married.
No, they
do
did.
it in
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
in this
Oh.
movie. That's when she has the floral crown.
Oh, right.
And you're like, why does Letty have a crown of flowers?
yeah.
And then what was
She
she's
should
like,
get married in her tank top, for Christ's
Yeah.
sake.
What did she say? She's like, why didn't you tell me? And he was like, what?
He's
But
like, you can't tell somebody to
they're in
love
love
you.
with you.
Yeah. Stupid.
It's a gay. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, then, but right before that, during the Vin Diesel Jason Statham battle,
Mhm.
the parking garage gets hit by a missile, and then he does the thing where he stomps on the thing, and he goes, "The street always wins," and it cracks, and then Jason Statham falls to wherever.
Part of me wants to find a loose piece of concrete and just start stomping and see what happens.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Oh, and then God, there's so much that happens in this movie.
So
It's
much.
so
Yeah.
hard to remember. We've seen it many, many times now, and it's still like it's hard to keep track of everything. But it also, he jumps in the car and he flies it at the helicopter
Yeah.
and he misses, but he didn't miss. He put the bag of
The
grenades on it.
there.
And then The Rock from 2 blocks away sees that,
Of course he
pulls
does.
out his gun and like right
Which-
to the grenades.
Wasn't that a pistol?
Yeah.
Sir, there is no way your pistol is reaching that far and that high and your aim is that accurate. Like, okay.
Woman?
Oh,
Woman.
Jesus. Well, what's it end with? Because the
beach.
The beat.
Mm.
Whenever The Rock takes the hot shot
Oh, yeah.
to prison, takes him all the way down there. Hee hee ha ha, got you.
Yeah.
And he's like, get to digging, boy. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
It's digging, boy.
You have to put in your last little quote like that.
Yeah.
What was it? It's something like there's 38 feet of concrete,
And a body
my
bag
fist and a body bag on the other side.
Yeah, so the next and then we end it with Brian and it was very touching, like Brian driving off in one
Mhm.
direction. Brian driving off in one direction in a
Mhm.
white car, not a blue car.
Mm-hmm.
He's always in a blue car, but he drove off in white
A little angel
because he's a
baby.
little angel baby.
I bet it was hard for this, not the staff, the cast
Oh,
to
for
yeah.
sure.
film that last scene and watching his brother out there.
Yeah.
And I guess it had to be hard for his brother to like
Yeah.
continue half a movie
yeah, like
during his death, right?
like right after he died, essentially, like a year
Mm-hmm.
later. I know, and poor Jordana Brewster, like I don't
Yeah.
know, they kind of sidelined her a little bit in this movie because, like, you know, they had her with the baby.
Oh,
Or-
Mia?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she plays a bigger part in the rest of them.
Yeah,
in
I felt
fact,
bad. I was like, oh, this is just like everyone's just crying here at the beach. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh.
Not only that, I think they put a lot of the weight of his passing on her character. She had to
Yeah.
carry a lot of the like hope for
Mhm.
him and like also Brian in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they realized they had to like up that. They couldn't let it totally be
Well,
sidelined.
I feel like it was really hard to like film some of the stuff that she had to say during the movie, like please come back, be careful. Like
Mm,
I was like, oh God.
Yeah.
I
Like
know. I
ugh.
know. It's really sad.
I think that's my guess anyway. I don't know what exactly was shot, but I think all of her stuff was probably changed.
Yeah. Yeah. The next movie is like, I remember when I saw it in the theater, it was equally nuts
Mhm.
as this one, but I was like, I didn't love it as much as the seventh one. But the more that I've seen it, and I've seen it probably 3 times now, the more I love it is like equally, I would say.
Eighth is a new director, right?
Yeah, 7. Well, 7 was the first new director since Tokyo
Okay.
Drift. That was James Wan, who
Mhm.
directed The Conjuring, Conjuring 2, Malignant, also Aquaman 1 and 2.
Star Trek? Didn't he
No,
do-
Justin Lin
Justin
left
Lin did.
Fast and Furious after 6 to go direct Star Trek Beyond.
Oh
And
yeah.
then Justin Lin comes back for 9, I believe.
Okay.
And 8, I think, is F. Gary Gray. I think.
I forget.
I forget. Anyway, 8, so in 8 we get Charlize Theron.
Mm-hmm.
We get to meet Shaw's mother,
Oh,
who
mama.
is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't spoil it.
Who's the mama? Wait,
Mm-mm.
nah, I don't want to know. Don't
Yeah,
tell me
Yeah,
nothing.
you don't want to know. We start off with Shaw in prison. Things get interesting from there.
I wonder if
Mhm.
he gets out.
The Rock is
He's back.
he's back. I mean, we get some bombshell shit that happens in this one
Okay.
that changes everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
That's
not having
good.
a bad time, but I'm not having a good time. You know, it's just I will say I did watch a movie that was the worst thing I've ever seen.
Oh?
Like Fast and Furious looks like pure gold.
Oh, was it Twilight?
Oh,
No,
you fucking dick.
Was it Mean Girls?
No. Why do you do this to me?
Now that that's on Peacock, is it just on repeat at your house?
I just have it on one scene. It just paused. It's like a screensaver for me. 2 guesses which. Okay.
Oh God.
But it was, what's that fucking Sydney Sweeney, Anyone But You.
Oh, God.
no.
Trash. Absolute fucking
Was that
trash.
the one you were telling me to watch yesterday?
Yeah, because I need you to like
You need me to know how bad it is.
I apologize to the Fast and Furious franchise
Yeah.
because there is something that's worse than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
I've never seen anything. I don't even know how, like, what is she doing? I don't
Yeah.
like Glenn Powell. I don't think I've seen him in much, but he is not good either.
Yeah.
He can be good in the right stuff. Like
Mhm.
he was great in Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, that's true.
He
Top Gun
was-
Maverick was good.
He is good.
The
I
airplane
would say he
movie.
was good in Scream Queens. He has range.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think that there is a generation of actors and actresses now that are hitting their early Kristen Stewart era
Mm-hmm.
and aren't getting cast in the right things, are kind of taking big swings, but it's not quite paying off.
Yeah, I
yet.
feel like Sydney Sweeney has been like she took a lot of stuff like right away.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
just because like she
Euphoria.
could. Well, not even that. Like Handmaid's Tale, I think was before Euphoria, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
she was in that. I've not
Yeah.
Mhm.
watched that in a while.
Have you
but-
seen all of Handmaid's Tale?
No, I've seen it whenever June is finally back, and
Oh,
I know
okay.
that they've killed the guy that was sleeping with her.
Yeah.
The father guy.
Oh.
What's his
Joseph.
of Joseph?
Fiennes.
Oh yeah, when they fucking beat him with the stones.
Yeah, and then after
That
that, I
shit's
was like,
good.
I'm done. It was like touching too close to home. I was like, this shit feels weird.
Yeah.
It's oh man, that
So
show
good.
is so good.
It's
And
so
yet,
good, yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, Sydney Sweeney, I she is good in things.
Mm.
I haven't seen her in a starring role that has suited her yet.
Yeah.
I really like the Reality Winner one.
Reality Winner, that was interesting. Yeah.
I don't know. They try to make it funny, and this movie was like pure cringe.
Yeah.
Like them talking, everyone was like their compatibility, like in interviews, is like insane. Not in this fucking movie, it's not. And his ex, you meet his ex, who's like on the beach with her titties out, which I'm never gonna be like opposed, but this was like, this is gross.
This is gratuitous.
And then so she puts her clothes back on, but then there's a fire, and then she takes her dress off to put it out,
Oh my god.
just standing there. And then she's talking to him in the kitchen, bends over, full nipples, and I'm like,
Wait, Sydney Sweeney's?
no, the ex.
Oh.
Sydney Sweeney, you do see her titties,
Oh
like
my
half
God.
her titty. And I'm like, but I've already seen it enough. So I'm like, I just wanted a
Oh, yeah,
good
does she
rom-com.
get naked in Euphoria?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She stays naked. What do you mean?
She
Yeah.
doesn't get full frontal though or anything, right? Not like topless.
And
She's
Euphoria?
just like usually in bikinis and stuff, right?
And the Euphoria? I keep
Yeah.
saying Euphoria because I take my
Euphoria.
dogs there to get a haircut.
That-
But you say it again.
Euphoria.
Euphoria, she is straight up naked.
Really?
She literally comes on a fucking carousel. Merry-go-round?
Oh.
But she ain't naked there.
I don't
but
remember. It
It's
came out
been a
so
minute.
long
Yeah,
ago.
that's when, and it's so long in between that
We don't get another season for like another year or two, I think.
But
I
it's
think-
still, it's one of those things where I think about where she's naked so much, and I'm like, they are in high school.
Yeah.
This
gross.
is a high school group,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and you are just showing some wild shit.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. People are like, I love how raw, blah blah blah. And I'm like, what high school do y'all go to? Where does
I've got
this
to say
happen?
this was definitely not my high school experience.
Mm-mm.
No.
no.
But,
No.
I don't yuck anyone's yum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Did you get a chance to watch the program yet?
Oh, I did.
Oh, well, hold on. We gotta conclude our
Oh God.
fat. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, we binged the program in like 2 days, which wasn't too hard. But you watched the first episode at least?
Yeah, I did. So I'm gonna ask y'all this because y'all work in TV. I don't understand how they filmed this.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, this isn't real, is it? It's just like a TV show, but it is real.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot that I don't quite get.
Mm-hmm.
What's the lead girl's name? Catherine?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Catherine.
I
something
binged
like
it in 2 days, blah. I do not like her. She is so
Yeah.
annoying, but
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
like doing this. So I don't know, like, does she call Netflix? It was like, hey, I want to do this documentary. Send
This
a
is
crew.
what I think happened.
Okay.
So I did a little. I actually liked the show more once we got to the later episodes. The first episode, I was like, these people all are like fucked up and annoying from this experience or whatever. But for those of you who don't know, the program is this like Netflix docuseries about like like not camps, but like these fake schools.
Scared Straight programs.
Yeah, like that they would send troubled kids to, and they would essentially put them in prison or whatever. And it was like a scam school.
Dr. Phil, who else did that? John Raphael. All those like middle of the day talk shows in the 90s
Yeah.
used to send kids away to like camp or correctional stuff.
So Dr. Phil is involved in that. Like, did he support it or fund it, or like that's where he recommended kids
I
go?
think that implication is not entirely in there.
Okay.
He would send people. It would be a thing where like they would host the intervention for these kids on the show,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'd have the guys come out and take the kids away.
Hmm.
Or they'd like go and follow them for like a period until the kids reformed.
So my thought on how it probably came about was that this girl was always filming stuff,
Mhm.
right? And she is in the entertainment industry now.
Mhm.
Like she owns a creative agency that does like advertising, and they do like social media advertising and stuff like that. So they film stuff and whatever. She works in the industry.
Mhm.
So I think this has been like a passion project of hers throughout, where she's always shot all these things, and obviously it's fucked her up. So she's like trying. What I think happened is she put together a pitch with those materials,
Yeah.
and which is just like a 10-minute video maybe of like some clips and some interviews and stuff like that, and then she shopped it around. So she probably went to HBO and Netflix and all that.
I was gonna say her. how much footage she had of her childhood was in fucking insane.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I bet you anything I could go home and I ain't got shit like that.
Yeah.
There's no videos of little Coral running around. Like I would have nothing to work with.
Yeah.
But her, like, holy shit, that was so much.
Yeah. And it really, the show really scratched my abandoned building YouTube watching I don't know, whatever you could say. Itch. Yeah. Like I really enjoy watching these like exploring abandoned building type videos, and like the fact that they went back to their school which was abandoned and all of the like stuff was still
The
there,
records and shit.
All of their trauma is there in front of them to be able to go through and process,
like
was
written
crazy.
down. I know.
Well, so that too. So I would think going back to a place like that, I would never put on that outfit again, my school uniform.
I know.
Seeing them in that was a little bit like, okay, but I guess, you have to like kind of like laugh about your trauma a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'd be like, absolutely not. Especially the one that was saying that she got sexually assaulted by a staff member.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely Miss Sis.
You think?
Yeah, because she loved those strip searches.
Yeah.
No,
but then hated the gays.
Yeah. I know. I wish they would have couldn't they just let us know what she was gonna say?
Take it outside.
They literally couldn't, because no accusation was made, so they can't air it. Otherwise, it's liable.
No, I'm saying when Miss Sis was like, "Oh, but those lesbian girls," and then they got interrupted, and then she was like, "Well, I wasn't sure what she was about to say."
So finish it.
Yeah.
Like I want to know. But then it's like she said that, and then was like, "I had to do strip search. Where's my pen? Take off your pants. Who took my coffee? Take off your top." And I'm like, "Hey, chill the fuck out. Like, that's so weird."
Yeah, it's pretty good when they confront all these other people, and is the pastor in the first episode? No, that's a good scene too.
Is that the director?
Yeah.
Okay, so
that was the marketing guy. He was the head of marketing. He was
and then now he's a
elected
pastor
official.
or something.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't understand, because I saw the video of the guy talking about what the program is. How do you immediately not know that this is bullshit? This guy is straight up stupid.
I know.
And they talk about the emails that he was sending. He was like, certified? And I'm
Certified?
like, I was like, I don't even type like that. I know how to fix my shit. But I'm like, I can't imagine being a parent and going, yeah, that guy's gonna take real good care of my kid.
Yeah, let's send him there for longer than a year.
Yeah,
for an indeterminate amount of time.
That's insane.
And then not only we're gonna let him, we're gonna pay him to do it.
Yeah.
What was his quote was, black holes are black because they are dense in the middle, end quote. And I was like, okay, yeah. That's my child. Yeah,
Right.
she's dense in there. But I don't know. The point system, yeah, you'll never leave.
Yeah.
And the ones that were like, they're not gonna break me. I don't get not following the rules, but you'll follow the punishment. That girl was like, I had to carry boxes and I had bruises. And I'm like,
just say no.
Just don't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, the alternative was she sat in that room,
just don't.
isolation room.
Yeah, but she said, I put my chin on the floor. No, you don't. Don't do that. Sit, crisscross applesauce. Call it a day.
You know what? You may not actually have gotten to some of the videos.
No?
Yet.
Were they holding them down?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I saw that.
There are crazy videos that they just...
Yeah.
I'll let you get into it. They find the footage.
I think that's in the
footage.
first episode, right?
Yeah, they do found the DVDs.
Okay.
I did see that, but it's that guy was saying that he was sent into the small room, to stare at the wall, and they would give him 2 pieces of bread and milk.
Mhm.
What, 3 times a day? That's so not good for you. Go.
Right.
But then he was like, they would make me sit down with my hands spread, chin on the floor, and I'd have to do that, or I'd have to sit with my knees, something weird. I'm like,
1 inch of your butt on the thing.
I'm like, just don't do it. If you already aren't listening to the normal rules, don't listen to the punishment.
Yeah. I just think they didn't have anything else to do.
Yeah, it's pretty.
There's
crazy.
nowhere else you can go. You can't talk to the outside. You can't go outside.
Yeah.
Well, they did go outside to go to the other building. They were just in a strict line.
Yeah.
And they were like, we always thought about running, but the water and the current, fuck you, I'm running. I don't give a fuck. They're like, well,
Coral's gone.
yeah, they're like, well, you'll be in the woods. I don't want to make a fire and I'll sleep in a tree.
Yeah.
I just don't. Hell no, I would have been out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know. There was a lot that I just didn't understand. But I
Yeah.
guess
I will say I don't. This is not the clearest documentary to follow beginning to end.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets pretty interesting though because they go into like the backstory or like figure out like who's behind the whole thing and all that shit.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
The
definitely watch
sleuthing's
it.
interesting for
Yeah.
sure.
I did like the riot story. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it also like felt like unreal. It was like some movie
Yeah.
where it was like, there is a movie that happens in and some prison break shit with like teenage boys. I don't know. Y'all would know it. It's like a gay movie.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I've seen movies like that.
Yeah.
Believe me.
I just I don't know. That would be pretty cool though to ride out and bust some lamps and start being on staff. That'd been crazy.
That would have been crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, I've actually had to work in a place like that.
I know that you. Yeah.
I worked at a prison, and then we would go help the other like sister institute, whatever you fucking call
Wait,
it.
did you work there?
Where?
At the program?
Oh, I'm not allowed to say.
Yeah.
It's they who shall
You're
not
like
be
spread them
named.
cheeks and cough, bitch.
That also, what the fuck? Like at the hospital, we had to do like those searches, but I could never go in there with just one patient and do a search.
Yeah.
And that is not what we.
That's because you worked at a real place that
Yeah.
had rules and
Hey,
regulations.
this place was shit. Okay, I don't even care. Like, no, because the prison that I worked at and that had the kids was way worse.
Yeah.
Like those kids could run up and Superman punch you in the fucking face, and you couldn't do nothing.
Mm-mm.
And I'm just like, then they were bitching about there's a room with no cameras. So no camera. Yeah, you're going in there, motherfucker. You just punched me in the face. Like, no, but like, I don't know. Working with children is so difficult.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people realize that. Just go do it for a day. Just volunteer. Go into that hospital for a day, because then part of you is like, I want to beat the shit out of this
Yeah,
kid.
I get enough of that on Sunday afternoons at the store.
What do you mean? With Scotty?
Being around them kids.
Oh, God, those little. I just want to shut the phone booth and just.
And on that note, we've got a very quick to talk about. Oh, I fucked this whole intro up. Anyway, Coral's Corner.
Hi. We're not going to talk about the UFC because I am over it.
Over it.
Right now.
We're coming up to 300.
I know. I think.
There's only one more.
Okay.
That's it.
It's the series finale.
Yeah.
I hate you both. So you got most of the predictions correct.
Weird.
Yeah. Congratulations. I did not get one single
Really?
one correct, and it's fine.
Wow. Is it like it's like the Oscars for you?
I know. Yeah.
You didn't
God,
get anything right.
I hated it. I mean, but they were pretty decent, I guess. I don't know. UFC 300. Hopefully, I'll be there, but we don't know yet. I do have more sad news. I showed you guys a picture during this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of Renee Rapp, who has officially came
Yeah.
out with her new boo, and I'm
Wait.
pissed and madder than hell about it.
Wait, Renee Rapp is a lesbian? Did we know that?
Yeah. What do you
Yeah.
mean? Yeah.
Oh, really?
Sure did
Yeah.
not said that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's because you don't pay attention.
I assume that's what you were showing us a minute ago, but like
I didn't see it.
it was
see what
it was like Renee Rapp with some of the looked like Linda Perry.
yeah, some curly haired fuck that ain't me, but it's fine.
Oh, gotcha. I did not clock that as Renee Rapp.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, she looked nice there. But I don't know. My life has no point.
Yeah.
I feel like I
Yeah.
have no meaning or purpose anymore.
That's true. Yeah.
But I'll probably be over it in like
Hey-
You've been looking pretty listless. I'm
Lit-
not gonna lie.
what is that?
Listless.
Oh, I thought you said lickless. I was like, whoa.
No, you don't know.
Lycosaurus.
God
Yeah,
damn.
Jesus. Yeah, I think you'll still have your chance though, because it's Hollywood, baby.
I think I'm over it. I'm
Really?
like I've seen her with someone else, and I'm like I'm uninterested now.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
Please come back.
Please, Renee, I didn't mean it.
I'm so sorry. I'll give you all the tokens. But yeah, that's it. My life kind of sucks right now, but I'm figuring it out.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I
on
guess
that
I'll go
note,
home to Molly.
I guess it's been Coral's Corner. Oh my God, what an episode. It's hot in here.
I'm
It's warm.
sweating.
I know. Anyway, that's our show. We'll see you next week.
Shh.